If you are a real estate developer and you're looking to launch and sell your new residential project into the market directly to your buyers, then this video is perfect for you. Also, if you're a real estate agent who's looking to sell off-plan properties, then this video is exactly what you need to hear to figure out how to launch the project, how to market it, how to generate leads, and how to sell as many properties as you possibly can for the project. So stick around to the end of the video and I'll give you access to a free step-by-step guide of everything I'm training. I'll give you access to the ads we run, the systems we developed, and everything you need to know to successfully launch residential projects into the market. My name is Sam Rapani, and over the past few years we've helped launch over 300 million worth of residential projects. Worked on projects all over the world with brands such as Zaha Hadid Architects, and we've developed a system that works every single time. So first step is understanding who are we selling to and what are we selling. And we need to really define that with regards to the price, the budget, the lifestyle, the type of buyer, because all of these different things are going to come into play once we actually launch the campaign. And if we're not really clear and we haven't defined who that person is, then we're not going to be able to create a campaign that works. What we need to do is define, is this a luxury high-end project? Is this a project for first-time buyers? Is it for property investors? Is it for family homes? Really understand what the development is for, who it's going to be marketed to. The best way we've found to do this is by creating buyer personas. These are fictional characters that we create that represent a specific niche or a specific type of buyer we're focusing on. Now, there could be different types of buyer personas, but what we want to identify is who are our primary target. In these client personas, what we like to include is their demographics, their psychographics, their motivations, their beliefs, what they're looking for, trying to really understand and break down everything about that specific buyer, so that once we actually create the brand, launch the campaign, and do everything with regards to trying to attract those clients, we know exactly how to speak to them and what will resonate with them. So there is a really important part of the project, understanding what we're selling, who we're selling to, creating a buyer persona that represents each individual type of dream buyer that we want to attract. And once we do that, we can move on to the next phase. Look, a good strategy here will set the tone for everything else. The branding, the tone of voice, the platforms we use, the ads we create, everything's going to be predicated on how well the strategy has been created. And if we ignore this step, we're basically crossing our fingers, shooting in the dark, and hoping things work. Now, the second thing we need to focus on is building out a brand. Now that we know who we're targeting, we can actually create a brand that resonates with them. The reason why this is so important is because a strong brand builds trust and an emotional connection to the project. Now, this is especially true if you're trying to focus on high-end luxury properties, because a brand is the only tangible asset that you have to communicate what it would be like purchasing a property. Think about it. The feeling when you pick up the business cards, the feeling when you open the property brochure and go through all of the different renders, the website, all of the different touch points that people have when interacting with the brand you've created are going to be the only thing that represents the actual project. Because since the development hasn't been launched yet, people can't imagine what it would be like living there. So focusing on all of the brand collateral to actually match the quality, the exclusivity, the luxury, and all of the different feelings that they can get once living in the project are going to be what sets you apart, and are going to be the things that people can actually connect to understand what it would be like purchasing a property and living there. Check this out. I'm going to show you how powerful it is to actually have a strong brand by showing you two examples. I'm going to show you the exact same project, branded in different ways for you to understand the power of having a strong brand that actually connects with who you're trying to sell to. So this is just a quick example comparing a weak brand to a strong one. So in this case, what the client did here was just focus on the renders, right? They just put text with regards to the actual name of the project. They showed renders that are very cold, that don't show the lifestyle, and there's nothing about this that pulls you in to actually want to live there. This is the exact same project, however branded in the correct way, right? We're selling the lifestyle, we have a logo, we have the right fonts, we have the right animations. Based on the primary target audience that we've created in our dream client personas, we've then created material to match exactly what will hit home for them, what will resonate with them, what will pull them in. And you can see that here. And that's the main difference visually from creating a brand that's compelling and pulling your dream clients in, rather than just having a render trying to sell the project. Remember, a strong brand allows you to charge a premium and attract the right buyers. And as a bonus, if you are a real estate developer who's planning to launch new developments into the future, creating a strong company brand is what's going to help you have consistent results in the future, because it's going to allow you to build trust, have brand recognition, charge a premium for your projects if you have a high standard, and it's going to allow you to sell out your future developments quicker and more people coming to buy from you directly. Now, the next step is understanding how to sell the lifestyle. not the property renders. Now, when we first started in the business, we were always focused on getting the best quality renders, selling those, and trying to get as many leads as we can just by pushing out the renders. And as time went by, we kept on getting worse and worse results. And what I learned over the years, especially when it comes to marketing, is that it's important to show clients what it would be like living there. Not just selling an apartment render, not just selling what the property is going to look like, but helping them understand and feel what the lifestyle would be like. And by selling the lifestyle, we can really understand and tap into the motivations, the beliefs, the why of our dream clients. It's what's going to pull them in. It's what's going to help them understand what it would be like actually living there. And if we have a well-defined strategy and we understood everything about who we're trying to sell to, this is where the magic happens. So think about it like this. What does the property offer beyond the four walls? Is it a great investment? Is it the status that it comes along with buying the property? Is it a safe home for their families? Is it buying into a place where people can host events for their family and friends and feel like they've accomplished something and feel like a high status? Like, we need to really be able to touch into the motivations and beliefs of our dream clients for us to create content and a campaign that can actually resonate with them. Step number 4 is defining and understanding your sales funnel. We've created the strategy, we've defined the brand, we've created the marketing material, and we're selling the lifestyle. We're ready with regards to preparing for the project. Now it's moving into the phase where we're going to launch the project into the market. And before we can do that, we need to define what does our sales funnel look like. Now, this will highly depend on what type of project you're launching into the market. So there's 2 main categories we focus on here, which is the low to mid-range projects and the high-end to luxury type of project. So for the low to mid-range projects, which are priced in a budget between 100,000 to 600,000 per unit, we tend to create a sales funnel that is not too complex, because most of the times it's not really needed. And the last thing you want to be doing is investing loads of money into building a complex sales funnel when it's not actually needed. So from our experience, creating a sales funnel for a budget-friendly project would typically look something like this. All you need to create is a landing page, a property brochure that has all of the details of the project, and an availability list. And all it's going to look like is something along these lines. We're going to have the ad first. Inside the ad, we're promoting for them to download the availability list or the brochure, which is going to be the lead magnet. And as soon as they click on the ad, they're going to go directly to a form. Inside the form, they need to fill out their name, their email, their number, their budget, whatever questions we want to ask to pre-qualify this lead. And once they fill out this form, they're going to automatically get access to the property brochure, which is the lead magnet. Inside the brochure, there's going to be the plans, the layouts, the renders, the lifestyle shots, really selling the project. Okay, but we're only using this to capture their information, because what's going to happen is all of their lead information is going to load up into a CRM, which is going to have which platform they came from, what properties they're interested in, all of the details about this lead, so that then your sales team can get to work, calling the leads, contacting them, and trying to book as many appointments as possible. Now, the only difference between a high-end luxury project and a mid-range project is that the high-end luxury projects, we need to focus more on building an online experience that really immerses them into the lifestyle of the project itself. We'll create immersive videos, we'll have interactive screens with regards to animations, and have all of the sort of work we've done in the previous steps all inbuilt into the website for us to really sell exactly what they're buying into. And we've taken this a step further with regards to some projects that are over 1 million to 2 million, where we've created interactive features so that people can understand exactly what they're buying. So we've created 3D models of the building that you can hover over to understand which properties that you might be interested in. You can turn around the building to understand all of the different sizes and the different properties that are available. You can use a filter list to understand what you're looking for, right? These are the features and the functionalities that people expect when they are buying into a property over 1 million, over 2 million, because it really helps them understand what they're getting, and it shows the high-end feel of the project itself. When you click on a property, you can go onto the actual page, you have the floor plan, you have all of the details, and everything else you'd need to be able to sell a project of this level. Now, step number 5 is where we finally launch development into the market. This is where we're going to start generating leads, getting booked appointments, and trying to find and attract the right buyers to actually sell the project to. Over the past few years, my team and I have spent hundreds and thousands of pounds trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work in today's market. We've tested out every single platform, we've tried different types of strategies, and the most effective way that we've found to start generating high quality leads for the development would be creating a lead magnet. And in the case of launching an off-plan property, typically all we'll focus on is either download a property brochure or get access to the prices, plans, and layouts. The whole idea here is that when we're creating the ads, we have loads more material we want to show. However, we don't show that on purpose because we want to keep that exclusive and they can only access it inside the property brochure. Because if we're giving out all of the information, then the property brochure becomes useless. The floor plans and layouts are not needed anymore. So nobody's going to fill out a form and get part and come into our sales funnel because we're giving them all that information anyway. So we purposely tease information, we purposely create curiosity. We do this purposely for us to start generating leads into our funnel and our sales team starting to get to work. So here are a few examples of ads we've recently launched. Download our property brochure, download our availability list, get access to our exclusive property brochure that includes prices, plans and layouts. You see, there's a consistent theme throughout all of these, and what it is that we're not showing all of the information up front. We're showing the best renders we have and pulling people in with those. And then what's happening afterwards is that they're going to get access to the property brochure only if they fill out the form. Remember, we're spending money to generate leads here, and even if the leads that we generate don't want to buy this specific property, in the future, if you're capturing lead information, you'd be able to retarget and remarket to those specific leads for new projects that are similar to the one you are promoting in the future. So that's pretty much it. Purposely hold back information, create lead magnets, and always promote that inside your ads, and don't give all the information away. Once we've come up with the ad, the creatives and the lead magnet, what we need to decide now is what platforms are we going to use for our ads. Now this is where we go back to the strategy and understand who we're selling to. Because every single type of buyer consumes content in different types of ways. They interact with different social media platforms, they spend time on different platforms, they spend time in different places, they read different things. And I hope you're noticing how important having a well-defined strategy is, because in every different step, in every different phase, we're going back to the strategy to understand what we're selling and who we're selling to. Because without it, we can't make strategic decisions and we're going to be wasting money and not getting the results we want to get. So what we're going to do here is, based on the different types of buyers we've created, we're going to understand where they spend their time and what content they consume. So, for example, if we're looking at high-end luxury properties, most of the time CEOs and high net worth individuals spend their time on LinkedIn, in business forums. Typically the best platforms to use there would be LinkedIn, Google and YouTube ads. Now if we're looking at a low to mid-range project, which is like 100,000 to 500,000, typically those are first-time buyers in family homes. And most of the time, those people spend their time on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok and YouTube. So the platforms we'll use for that market would be different. So that's why it's really important to understand who we're selling to, and then define what platforms we're going to use to run the ads based on those personas. This is more of a bonus step, but I feel like I need to add it into here because it's where I see most of our clients losing out on money and losing out on sales. So look, let's say you've done everything right. You've followed this guide step by step. You've created the brand. You've understood who you're selling to. You've sold the lifestyle. You've chosen the right platforms. You've run the ads. You've created the sales funnel. Everything's working well for you. What's going to happen is you're going to get a shit ton of leads coming into your sales funnel. And if you're not prepared here, you are going to lose out on a lot of sales. As an example of this, for the past 2 clients we've had to pause our campaigns because they had such an influx of leads. They had such a demand for the project where their sales teams were not coping, because they just weren't prepared. Now think about that. You spent all of this time trying to create the perfect campaign. You've done everything right, and you're losing out on sales because you have too many clients coming to you and you have no idea how you're going to handle and deal with them. Because the most important thing when it comes to real estate marketing and any marketing in general is speed to lead. How quickly are you responding to each lead that comes into your pipeline, and how effectively are you pushing those into actual booked appointments? This is the reason why we've built our CRM called Agent Leaders. Agent Leaders is a CRM that will help you completely automate all of the lead generation, qualifying of the lead, following up with your leads, and helping you get more booked appointments. And what it's going to be able to do is, as soon as a lead is generated, the system will automatically send a personalized WhatsApp message to that specific lead. It qualifies the lead for you while you sleep. You can be out on appointments doing high value tasks where the Agent Leaders CRM will be automatically qualifying the leads for you. Think about it. If you have 100 leads coming into your pipelines every single day, that means you'll have to download an Excel sheet, call up the lead, message each individual one, and you'll spend most of the majority of your day just doing admin work, calling up every one of these leads, trying to see who's qualified or not. And most of the time, you'll be dealing with time wasters. Now, what the CRM can do for you is completely automate all of that process. It'll qualify the lead for you, do the follow-ups, nurture the leads into sales, and help you get more booked appointments. And there you have it. That's our step-by-step guide that will guarantee you to successfully launch your residential projects into the market. And if you need help creating these systems, if you want access to our CRM to be able to actually automate all of the process for you, just click on the link below, book in a call with me or my team, and we'll be able to guide you to the exact step-by-step process. And as I promised, since you stayed to the end of the video, if you go into the bio and click on the school private community, inside that community you'll have a step-by-step guide on how to create the ads, launch the ads, access to all of our templates and the scripts to use to be able to do everything yourself. So whether you want to work with us or whether or not, you win either way. Click on the links below, book in a call with me or my team, or join our free community and learn how to do everything yourself. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you next week.